It occurred to me that I didn't do any video of the inside of my condo unit. So there's the sliding glass door, goes out to my balcony. And a little table there and a sofa. Big screen TV with a, I don't know what you'd call that, a set of drawers or shelves there in front of it for storage. A nice little table for the kitchen with a couple of chairs. That white chair I brought from out on the patio because it's more comfortable for me to sit in. Of course, I got the laptops there for cruising the web and video editing and such. This is my little kitchen area. It's got a cooktop and a sink and storage underneath. And a couple of cabinets up there, microwave, fridge. It's a good enough size for me. And of course there's, in the cabinets, there's a couple of other things like a toaster and a hot water kettle, which I haven't used yet. Actually, I haven't used the kitchen really at all. Haven't made a meal yet because it's so inexpensive to go down the street to the night market and get food. Not really worth the hassle of cooking inside. And over here is my sleeping area. It's a queen size bed, I believe. And a little open floor space there and another window. It also came with a vacuum cleaner, the unit that is, and there's a clothes washing machine out on the balcony. So it's pretty well equipped. And here is the Jiangtian night market at night. Pretty active place. We've got a little magic show going on over there in the pavilion. And quite a crowd of people, which is typical. It's a little bit after 7 in the evening. So this is my primary go-to place for an evening meal. So they've got all those different shops in there selling all kinds of different food. And out in the open area is public seating. So go get your meal, come out and have a seat. Hello everyone. Well, here I am sitting in my nice little condo unit. I gave you a brief tour. Generally speaking, on the research I did before I came here, it looked like I would be able to get lease a unit like this somewhere between about $350 and $500 US a month. I pay a little over $400 a month. And I have what they call government rates on electric and water, so they're quite reasonable. I mean, compared to US standards, incredibly reasonable. I estimate my electric bill this time of the year, where it's not super hot, maybe going to be as much as $30 a month. Water, maybe $6 a month. My internet connection, I got a Wi-Fi router here in the unit that I had installed. That's about $20 a month. So I estimate that I can live here quite comfortably on about $1,500 US a month. Now, whether anyone else can do that, and I mean certainly there's some people out there that are saying you can live on $1,000 a month. I don't think you could live in this area for that money. Other areas of the country you could save, 100, perhaps 150 a month in lease rate, depending on where you're willing to live. I mean, what kind of unit you're willing to live in. and how well equipped it is. Now, you could spend, and this is one thing you have to decide for yourself in the lifestyle that you live, that amount, 1,500 US, could easily double. If you're one of these kind of people that's doing a bar crawl all the time and spending lots of money on beer and other amusement, shall we say. I've been out, I think I went to the second night I got here or something like that. Some of the bars sponsor a bar crawl, I guess you'd call it. They hire a couple of bot buses and load them up with guys, and then they drive around to 6 different bars, and you spend an hour in each one. They give you one courtesy drink. I mean, it costs 300 baht, about $10 for the night, and they go around to some of the different bars, and so you get an experience of what they're like. A couple of the bars were pretty decent. A couple of them weren't worth the time. Also, a number, I would say at least half of them, were basically empty until the bot buses showed up with like 20 guys, just flooded into the place. So if you're one of the kind of people that you want to be doing that all the time, you could easily double the cost of living here. You know, spending money in the bars on entertainment and alcohol. I've got nothing against drinking alcohol. I just don't do it. I don't really have the taste for it. Other than that, it's so far it's been a pretty pleasant experience. Of course, I have to amortize the costs like I bought my tricycle. So I don't know, presumably depending on how many times I recharge the battery and how long that will last, I have to amortize that cost over however long I wind up staying here. I mean, I suppose if I tried to sell it right now where it's still pretty new, I could recoup, at least half of my investment. But it has made a world of difference in my life and my ability to get around my little local neighborhood. It's really great. I'll usually, somewhere around 6, 7 p.m., I'll go out and go down to the night market there and pick whatever food it is I want to eat that evening and go sit at a table, have a nice meal, and go out and sit on the motor and just people watch for a while. And then either go and cruise around town on the tricycle or just go home again. Just depends on the mood I'm in. And of course, there's ladies. Lots and lots of women here. A lot of foreign women here too, because it's still a pretty popular vacation destination. However, being rather discriminating, appearance-wise, many of them are not really worth looking at too much. However, some of them are quite gorgeous. And you can see the guys they're with, are pretty fit, pretty buff. I would suspect a lot of Russians. I know some of the shops here in the restaurants, they actually have Russian names printed on the signs above the shops. I think it's Russian anyway. It looks like that alphabet, but I don't know for sure. But everybody seems to get along. I haven't really seen any great complications of people acting wacko or crazy or anything. The native people, of course, are quite mellow, quite easy to get along with. Not being able to speak Thai has so far not been a major problem. And I started to get out and about more now, which is good. I'm going tomorrow to the American Legion post, they have their once a month meeting, so I'm going to that, and I will be officially inducted into the American Legion post. I already paid for the membership, not too much money. And so tomorrow is the time that they'll do the official swearing in ceremony or whatever like that. And you may notice, got a haircut. Actually had all of them cut. Harkens back to my days in the Marine Corps, because the style here, understandably because of the heat and humidity which bothers some people, it's pretty much high and tight. I like to keep some on the top to protect my head because I'm not a big wearer of hats. And due to an infestation of marine growth actually on my skull, on the skin on top of my head here, so a couple of years back when I was in the Philippines, I got rather you can't really see it in the video, but I got rather a thin spot in here. So this little extra hair on top helps to cover that mostly, like I said, for protection from the sun. And I do not like to get out in the daylight, the strong sun around noon, because my skin has become a little sensitive to that exposure. And that's fine, because usually, I don't want to be running around out there in the sunshine when it's up around 90 degrees, because even with the nice breeze here that almost always occurs, that can get pretty warm. Right now, last couple of days, been cloudy and a little rainy. It's supposed to be clearing up, because we're coming into the high season here. It's getting towards the end of November already. November, December, January, and I think maybe into February is supposed to be the high season, where the weather is cooler and the skies are clearer. We'll see what happens. What else am I going to do? I'm also getting ready to do my little trip over to Cambodia. That'll be in a couple of weeks. I have to do that for visa purposes. So I'm going to go over there and spend 4 days and come back. Have to fly out, fly back. Not too expensive. Anyway, for right now, that's it. Bye till later.